Hello everybody, my name is NCSO7 and today I'm finally going to do one of these review videos on a VR game, as over the years I've played a couple of VR games from time to time, mostly through my MetaQuest 2, and in my opinion the best one I've played this far is Tetris Effect Connected, the better and definitive version of Tetris Effect, which is one of the most popular versions of Tetris out there. So yeah, today I'm going to talk all about it and why I think that why people consider it one of the best VR games is completely justified. Before we get into the game itself and talk about some of the development in the game, Tetris Effect had started development in 2012 with co-producer Tetsuya Mizuguchi wanting to make a music-oriented game involving Tetris. And eventually, after talking to the head of the Tetris company, Hank Rogers, the game finally started development. This development lasted around 6 years, with many things being added to enhance the experience, at the time called Zen Tetris, as well as optimization for VR. It wouldn't be until November of 2018 when Tetris Effect would release for most major consoles, with the PS4 version having VR support and the Windows version supporting various VR headsets. The game would then get an updated version, Tetris Effect Connected, a few years later, adding some more content like some multiplayer modes. And across the board, Tetris Effect got critical acclaim, with many saying it was one of the best VR games of 2018, and just one of the best games of 2018 in general. So yeah, I don't really differ from those opinions that much, but let's get into why I think that this game is so good and see why the game did so well. To start with how this game looks, it looks amazing. And while yes, on the MetaQuest 2, stuff like the models can look a bit pixelated and low quality, the art style of the game is really good. And the main reason for that is that every single level in the game has a different theme. Like, for example, some use like an underwater theme with more blue colors and whatnot, and others are more like a city at nighttime with lots of variety. There's like a lot of variety in the themes. And what's cooler is that the more you progress through the level, the more that gets added and changed, making the levels feel much more dynamic. Like, you can see the progress made through the levels, through its visuals. And the game also runs very well as well. And while you don't move your head around that much while playing the game, unlike other VR games, you can still see a lot of the cool visual effects around you, and it makes it kind of feel as though you're actually there experiencing the story. In other words, it's immersive, and I think it's very good at that. Overall, the art and visuals and graphics for the game are amazing. I really have nothing else to say besides just look at it. Like, look at it! Now moving on to the gameplay. The gameplay is, it's Tetris. You place blocks, create lines, and you all know how to play Tetris. It keeps some things that were introduced in later games, like holding pieces, and this game also introduces a zone mechanic where pieces don't fall, allowing you to complete lines much more easily, which is cool, although I never really use it that much in the game. In the main journey mode of the game, which is kind of basically the story mode, you usually have to clear a certain amount of lines to finish the level, and these levels don't last too long, if only taking around a few minutes. And while the levels don't change besides the visuals and music, honestly, is anyone complaining? With over 20 levels, the game can keep you going for a while. And while yes, you can beat the game pretty quickly, I feel like it's more about replaying the levels over and over, where you can really get some time out of the game. Also, there's the other modes in the game, like a multiplayer mode I never really played, and some other modes called effect modes where they change some things up. My personal favorite is quick play, where you can choose whatever stage you want and how many lines need to be cleared. It's really fun if you want to just play like a certain level that you like in particular and play it for a lot longer. I really like that. And that's pretty much the gameplay of Tetris Effect, and yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it helps that Tetris gameplay in general, especially modern Tetris, is just a lot of fun to play. It plays very well, although it is kind of a shame because with MetaQuest 2, you do have to hook up a external controller, and sometimes that can be kind of annoying because playing with the MetaQuest 2 controllers is not that fun, if you ask me. I kind of need to play this game with like an Xbox controller or something like that. Thankfully you can, but setting that up can kind of be annoying. But even so though, the gameplay is more than worth it. The journey mode is a lot of fun to play through over and over, and the other effects modes can be a lot of fun regardless of what mood you're in. I mean, really, it's a lot of fun. And finally getting into the music, I feel like the music in this game is the other part that really holds this game together. And While it's not necessarily my favorite video game soundtrack, the sound design in this game is really good. Accompanying the visuals, the sounds that play, whether remaining idle or moving pieces, all of it flows so well. And also, like the visuals, the more you progress throughout the level, the more that gets added to the sound, the more music you hear. It really works well, and it makes the levels that much more immersive. And all of it combines and makes one of the best audio-visual experiences out there. I especially love the music that plays in the celebration level. It's one of the levels I like playing because everything in there just flows so well. Like when you clear lines, fireworks play. It's so cool. Just great job on the sound design. Just great job. I know this video may have been quite quick, and although it is probably very likely clear, I do gotta say it again, I really like this game. I mean, is there anyone that doesn't care for this game? Quite possibly one of the best audio-visual experiences you can get with a game, with fun Tetris gameplay, and very immersive, specifically in VR. Yeah, I can see why many would say it's their favorite VR game, myself included. I would even go as far to say that the game feels like therapy, as whether you're happy, sad, or angry, putting the headset on and playing the game can easily soothe your mind, allowing it to forget about the stresses of the real world and take you into this VR world. Seriously, if you haven't played Tetris Effect before, please do, as it's a showing of how video games can be art. And especially recommend playing this game in VR. I mean, yeah, you can play the game outside of VR on like some consoles, but like I think VR is really the way to enjoy this game, in my opinion at least. Overall though, Tetris Effect Connected is amazing. I think I pretty much made it very clear at this point, so yeah. But anyways, that's it for me. Let me know what you guys think of this game down in the comments below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know this was a much shorter video than what I usually make, but hopefully you guys still enjoyed it all the same. I'll have some good content coming out soon. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Again, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this game. If this is your first time coming across my channel, consider hitting the like button and subscribing, and maybe just consider checking out some of my other videos that are like this. You might enjoy those too. And yeah, anyways, that is it for this video. I will see you all later. Peace out and take care, people.